In June 2025, a freight train completed a historic journey from China to Tehran, marking the official opening of the China-Iran railway corridor. This is more than a new trade route, it's a strategic shift in Eurasian commerce and politics. For China and Iran, often at odds with the West, this railway is a lifeline and a symbol of deepening partnership. As a key part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, the railway connects one of the world's largest energy consumers with a major oil producer. The first train covered over 10,000 kilometers in just 15 days, offering a faster, safer alternative to risky sea routes. The timing is crucial. Global shipping faces turmoil, and maritime choke points like the Red Sea are increasingly unstable. This overland route gives China and Iran more control over their economic destinies, bypassing vulnerable sea lanes. Years of planning and investment have made this corridor a reality, reflecting both nations' determination to chart an independent path. The railway is a direct result of the 25-year cooperation agreement signed in 2021, laying the foundation for energy, infrastructure, and security collaboration. As more trains roll out, the world is watching this iron ribbon redraw the map of global influence. This is not just about moving goods, it's about shifting power. The China-Iran Railway is a new Silk Road for a new era. It's a bold move to reshape the economic and political landscape of Eurasia. The journey has just begun. China's economic engine relies on imported oil, with 80% passing through the narrow Strait of Malacca, a critical choke point. This Malacca dilemma leaves China vulnerable. A single blockade could cripple its economy. The strait is patrolled by US and allied navies, making it a strategic risk for Beijing. A closure would halt industries and cut off energy, exposing China's dependence on a single maritime route. The journey through Malacca is long, costly, and fraught with piracy and instability. Tankers can take up to 40 days to reach China, tying up resources and raising costs. Insurance premiums and security measures add to the burden. For China, finding faster, safer, and more reliable routes is a top priority. The Malacca dilemma highlights the need for resilient supply chains and multiple pathways for critical resources. Relying on a choke point controlled by rivals is a risk China can no longer accept. That's why overland corridors like the China-Iran Railway are now central to China's national strategy. It's about securing the future. The stakes couldn't be higher. The China-Iran Railway is a network of interconnected lines, not a single track. It starts in Xi'an, China, and crosses Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, nations transformed by Belt and Road investments. Trains enter Iran at Saraksk, then travel to Tehran's Afrin dry port. This 10,400-kilometer journey slashes transit times and showcases international cooperation. The corridor's success proves complex. Cross-border transport can be efficient and reliable. The vision doesn't stop here. Future extensions will link Iran to Turkey, creating a rail corridor from China to Europe. The Maran-Cheshme-Soraya line, announced by Iran and Turkey, will bypass Russia and maritime routes entirely. This middle corridor will turn Iran and Turkey into vital transit hubs, connecting east and west. China funds upgrades, Iran builds new lines, and logistics hubs spring up along the route. The system is designed for high-capacity freight, including oil and gas. Piece by piece, a new iron artery is taking shape across Asia. The railway is a strategic win for both China and Iran. For China, it means energy security, direct land access to Iranian oil, bypassing the vulnerable Malacca Strait. Faster transit slashes delivery times from over a month by sea to just 2 weeks by rail. Lower costs and quicker supply chains give Chinese businesses a competitive edge. For Iran, the railway is a lifeline, allowing it to bypass sanctions and sell oil directly to China. It brings much-needed revenue and strengthens Iran's resilience against Western pressure. Iran becomes a key transit hub, earning fees and spurring economic growth along the corridor. New logistics centers and industries will emerge, boosting regional development. The partnership with China offers Iran economic relief and political cover. Together, they're building an alternative to the Western-led global order. This is more than trade, it's a new alliance. The China-Iran Railway is a vital link in the middle corridor, a grand vision connecting China to Europe by land. Central Asian nations, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, are key partners, gaining direct access to global markets and reducing dependence on Russia. The corridor offers these countries investment, infrastructure, and a chance to transform their economies. Iran's rail network forms a crucial southern branch, while Turkey anchors the route to Europe. The planned Meran-Çeşme-Saraya line will create a seamless rail path from Beijing to Istanbul. Turkey sees the project as a way to boost its economy and influence, aiming to increase trade with Iran. The Middle Corridor is a collaborative effort, fostering economic interdependence and regional cooperation. It's more than a trade route, it's a platform for a new Eurasian future. As these nations work together, they're shifting the economic center of gravity eastward. The continent is being rewired for the 21st century. The China-Iran Railway is redrawing Asia's geopolitical map. It challenges the US-dominated order by creating a secure overland bloc, insulated from Western pressure. The corridor competes directly with the US-backed India-Middle East-Europe corridor, but progress there has stalled. Iran's closer ties with China and Russia's involvement in parallel projects are forging a new Eurasian alliance. These overland routes bypass Western control, fostering self-reliance among China, Iran, and Russia. The shift from maritime to land-based trade is profound. Speed, reliability, and security are now on the rails. As more goods flow across Eurasia, the strategic importance of sea choke points may fade. This is a fundamental change in global trade dynamics. The world's economic center is moving inland. The future of power may be on the tracks, not the waves. The China-Iran Railway is more than steel and tracks, it's a catalyst for change. It connects China's factories to Iran's oil, solving strategic vulnerabilities for both nations. The benefits are immediate: faster trade, lower costs, and resilience against maritime risks and sanctions. This iron bond is the backbone of the Middle Corridor, drawing Central Asia and Turkey into a new economic orbit. Regional integration is accelerating, creating an interconnected zone less dependent on the West. The geopolitical consequences are profound, challenging the old order and shifting the balance of power. Control over land routes is becoming as crucial as control over the seas. The China-Iran Railway is a symbol of a changing world, where new alliances and economic orders are taking shape. As trains roll across Asia, they carry not just goods, but the seeds of a new global era. The world is watching, because this railway is reshaping the future.